Hello everyone, this is Tamacat44, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Tamagotchi for You. So this is my Tamagotchi. This version was released in 2014. It comes in 4 different colors: white, blue, pink, and purple. And as you can see, I have the blue one here. This Tamagotchi also uses a near field collection as opposed to an infrared connection. So basically, if you hold your Tamagotchi close to something that it can connect to, you can download all this different content and get all these different things for it, which I think is kind of cool. As you can see, the faceplate didn't originally come with it. I bought this faceplate separate, and you can buy different faceplates online. So I'll show you. So basically, it just snaps off, and you can snap it back in. So that's one of my favorite things about the For You is that it's so customizable. You can put a lot of different details and stuff into it, which I think is neat. So we're gonna just go right in. So this is my toddler. He is a boy, and I'm gonna just take you through the different features of the Tamagotchi. So as you can see, I have my status, profile, and settings. You'll notice that this is in English, and all Tamagotchi 4 releases are in Japanese, but because of the website that you can use, so if you go to Mr. Blinky, I believe, that is an app that you can download, and you can put different content from your phone to your Tamagotchi. Now, I used a Samsung Galaxy S6 to do this, but most phones, or a lot of phones, don't actually work doing that, which is unfortunate. So you gotta go to there's a website which I will post at the bottom that shows you the different compatible devices. And basically, you can download the English version of it. So you can download an English patch. So everything that used to be in Japanese is now in English, which makes it way more convenient and way more understandable for the user. So here we have the status. So you can see we have the hunger and the happiness. So hunger, he's pretty much full. He's just missing one thing there. And then the happiness. So you can see that whole little meter is filled up. So that means that the Tamagotchi is very happy. Then you have the name, the gender, the age, how much it weighs, and then the Gotchi points. And just as a disclaimer, I did not actually play 1,000 different Tamagotchi games to win the amount of Gotchi points. There's actually a game where you can download 10,000 Gotchi points at once, and I'll show you guys that later. And the next screen, there's basic skills and special skills. Basic skills are for when your Tamagotchi does something at home that you can praise it for. So for instance, the Tamagotchi might make a noise before it has to go to the bathroom, and if you can get the Tamagotchi to the bathroom on time, you can praise the Tamagotchi and you'll get a badge if you do it 3 times. So I believe for the basic skills, it's when your Tamagotchi goes to the bathroom, when it makes a mess and reminds you that it had made a mess, and then finally the hygienic stuff. So if your Tamagotchi says, hey, I need to brush my teeth, you can click the button and your Tamagotchi will go to it, which is kind of cool. The special skills, this is for when your Tamagotchi becomes an adult. You can take your Tamagotchi to school and you can study different things. And I guess the more that you study something, the more chance you have to win that badge. So as you can see, the Tamagotchi is indicating that it needs to use the bathroom. So I'm going to go to the toilet icon here, or go to the bathroom icon, and the Tamagotchi will use the toilet. And then it's going to ask OK. So the way that you can get the Tamagotchi to get his stamp is if you go to the clover and you click praise. If it does something that your Tamagotchi did something like use the bathroom properly or did something well, you can praise the Tamagotchi. So here you have your profile. This is basically information about myself. So I have my name. Every day your Tamagotchi will ask you how you are doing, and you can go through the different icons and you can pick whatever you want to feel that day. Then you have your birthday, how old you are, hobbies, favorite food, what your career is, best friend. So basically anything, just kind of like a little profile of your own stuff, which I think is kind of cute. And then we have our settings. So you have your time settings, so if you need to change the time, you can click on that. You have your icons, so I'll show you the icons here. So this is the normal, so as you can see at the bottom and top, the icon colors changed behind it. So that's the normal one. And then there is a jewel one, which has a bunch of different gems and stuff, which I think is cute. This one is my favorite. It's a marine one, so you have little shells and fish and stuff like that. And then you have the ribbon and the hearts. So you can basically change these at any time, and it's kind of your choice to what you would like to change it to. Display, that's if you want your Tamagotchi to be the screen to be lighter or darker. And then you have the sound, so if you want sound on and off. And then the next icon here is the connection icon. So I don't really know too much about the greeting part, so if someone wants to comment on what that aspect can do, that'd be great. This is the connection to another Tamagotchi for you. This is to the Tamagotchi for You app, which I just started talking about on my phone. So you download the Mr. Blinky app, and you can that's how you download the content from there. And then you have the touch part. So basically, the Tamagotchi companies came out with touch cards where you can touch your Tamagotchi to the card, and you get all this new content as well. And then here, I don't know much about this either. I believe that this is something you need to be at a station for in Japan. So I don't think you're actually able to play these unless you can find a station, which I doubt you can now. But that's for if you want to do a different game like that. And then we have the food icon. So we have our fridge, which has a bowl of rice and a cookie. And I also have some other stuff that I bought from the Tama Depa. And the cookie is basically the way that you can make your Tamagotchi happy. So by feeding them a lot of cookies, they'll be happier. But be forewarned that the Tamagotchi's weight will greatly increase if you feed it too many cookies. So make sure you watch out for that as well. We have the Tama Cafe, and I'll go through the different foods. So for the meals, we have this stuff here. When you see that there's a heart icon, that means that it is something I downloaded off of the website using the phone. So anything with a heart was stuff that I have already, downloaded. And I'll go right back to it. And I'll take you through the different downloads. So there's a whole bunch of different ones that you can get, and I think it's actually pretty cute. There's a lot of detail in the food, which I really like. And then the ones without the hearts are the ones that come already pre-installed in the game. So these are the ones that are already on the Tamagotchi before the downloads. And then snacks. And then those are the ones that come pre-installed with the game. Alright. So there you go. And then the next one here is the clover icon. So these are the different ways that you can interact with your Tamagotchi. As you can see that I praised the Tamagotchi after he made an indication that he needed to use the bathroom. And when he went, he asked, okay. And that means that he's looking for praise. So that's when you praise him, and that'll allow you to earn that badge if you can do that enough times. Scolding, I don't really know much about what scolding does for the Tamagotchi. I know you can scold the Tamagotchi when it does something wrong or mischievous. So for instance, if it's eating something, sometimes it might knock something off the table, and sometimes the Tamagotchi is really silly. So you can scold the Tamagotchi after it's done that. But as I say, I don't know if the scolding actually changes the way that the Tamagotchi is brought up, or if it changes the way the character, determines the character. I'm not actually sure how, what this actually is supposed to do, other than kind of just for the realism of the Tamagotchi misbehaving. You can talk to the Tamagotchi, As you can see, even though there is the English patch, the dialogue still exists in Japanese, which is unfortunate because you would want to see what they're saying, but you can talk to the Tamagotchi. Caring, if your Tamagotchi gets sick, you click there and it'll heal the Tamagotchi. And then here you have a sitter. So if you're gone during the day, you can click on the sitter and the sitter will stay with your Tamagotchi while you are away at work. And then we have the toilet icon. So that's if your Tamagotchi either went to the bathroom on the floor or needs to use the toilet. We have the bathroom here. So your Tamagotchi will take a bath and brush its teeth as if it's just getting ready for bed. And then we have cleaning. So if you click on cleaning, the Tamagotchi will use a vacuum and clean up the floor and stuff. Sometimes the floor will get dirty. There'll be a whole bunch of blocks. So if the Tamagotchi cleans it, then you can praise the Tamagotchi for cleaning up and doing a good job. And then the closet. So this is just the different clothes you can get and the different accessories as well. And as I say, you can download some of these, or you can just buy the ones that are originally with the game. And then we have our door icon. So we have the Tamadepa, and he's gonna go over, and then there are games here that you can play. So these are the games that are pre-built into the game are the ones here. There is the bowling game. And basically the way you play is the meter will go up and down, and I guess the higher it is to the red, the better your chances are getting a knocking over the pins. And it looks like here we got a strike, which is cool. And you do that a couple times, and I guess the better that you do, the more money you make. And then we have the space one, which I really like because the animations I think are pretty cool. Basically, you have a Tamagotchi in a spaceship, and rocks will be coming at you. And if your Tamagotchi is worried about a rock, an exclamation point will appear, and you can click on the A and B buttons to dodge the rocks. So obviously, if you get hit, then you lose, and you can't, and then you need to play again. This one was a downloaded games that I got from the app, so I just thought it was cute. It's one of those stacking games. So basically, you have to catch the right foods in the right order, and eventually make sure that you have the cake in the right order there. And then finally the Easy Gotchi. So you notice at the beginning that I had about 99,000 or almost 10,000 Gotchi points. Or sorry, 1 million Gotchi points, and that's simply because of this one game here. So all you have to do, which I think is kind of neat, especially if you don't feel like you have time to play with your Tamagotchi all that much, you can download this one. And basically you just click on it, click yes, and then nothing really happens. You just earn 10,000 Gotchi points, which is really cool because then you can just buy all the things that your Tamagotchi needs. So it's quite nice. We have the Reform, which is basically all the wallpapers and stuff. So I'll show you those. These are the ones obviously that I have downloaded. So that's the heart one. These are all the ones that I have downloaded from the Mr. Blinky site. And then these are the ones that come with the game that are already pre-installed. So they're about $500. And depending on the wallpaper you get, you can earn different kinds of points. So if you have, for instance, the music wallpaper or the space wallpaper, then your Tamagotchi will acquire a science point or something like that. So the wallpapers do influence the outcome of the Tamagotchi as well. Then you have the item shop. So this is where your Tamagotchi can buy different things. So as you can see, there's ones I've downloaded, so I'll just go through. So all the ones with the hearts are the ones that are available on the Mr. Blinky site. And then we have fashion. So this is where you can buy different clothes and accessories. So I'll take you through that. And then we have the accessories right here. And then that's the Tamadepa. We have the park. So there are two functions that the park can do. You can either meet up with someone or you can go and dance. So we're going to choose the plaza first. So that's when your Tamagotchi will go to the park and see if he can find a friend. Oh, he didn't find a friend today, so he's sad, but we can always try again later. And then when you go to the park, you also have the option to do the dance. Now, this is for if your Tamagotchi is fed too many cookies. The dance is a good way to lose the weight that your Tamagotchi gained. So you have a little instructor here, and she'll play a game with you. So the more that you play, the more weight that the Tamagotchi will lose. So basically, whatever is indicated above the screen, you just press that button to repeat that. And then the more times you do it, the more money you gain, up to, I think, 200 Gotchi points. And then we have school. So because it's nighttime, the Tamagotchi cannot go to school. And I guess a mummy hangs out there to tell him, oh, it's too late, you can't go to school. But also, the Tamagotchi is not yet an adult. When the Tamagotchi becomes an adult, it'll be able to go to school and study different things, which will earn them badges as well. And then we have the wedding. So that's the matchmaker. So when your Tamagotchi is old enough to get married, the matchmaker will send out three different suitors for the Tamagotchi to choose to marry. And as you can see, the Tamagotchi is too young to get married, so he's just helping out make a cake. And then we have, so these are some of the ones I have downloaded from the Mr. Blinky site. So this one I believe is it's a SoftBank one. So your Tamagotchi visits SoftBank, and then whenever you go to these destinations, you get a present of some sort. I don't really know what that is. I'm gonna have to figure out what that could be. And then I have one more spot. And this looks like kind of a subway station or something. I'm not really quite sure what it is. And then I guess a guy will come talk to you. Or two guys, I'm not sure. Yeah. And then you'll get a present from there as well. So these are ones that are not actually pre-installed in the game. These are ones that I downloaded. And we have, I believe that's it for that. Yep. And then we have the treasure chest, which has all your different toys and items that you can buy. And the different toys that you play with will create a different outcome of character. So if I'm trying to get Kuchipachi, for instance, I would probably use the cooking set, or I would use something that has to do with cooking to get Kuchipachi. And then we have the Tamatomo. So this is just a list of the Tamagotchis that you have already played with and that you've given all their favorite things to. So as you can see, I'm just missing one here. And then this will show you the different generations of the Tamagotchis that I have had. And they obviously add to them as you go. These are the friends. Oh, so this is just friends that you connect with. And characters. So you can also download different characters off of Mr. Blinky's website. So there's Jeffrey the Giraffe from Toys R Us. Some of these guys I don't actually know. I just downloaded them because I thought they looked cool. And then basically you can end up with characters like these, which I think is pretty cute. So you're able to see kind of the different characters that you can download. And then these are all the decorations. I believe that these are for if your Tamagotchi has celebrated something. So this looks like a birthday party, or this might have been the eclipse. Basically, if you see a special event, you'll get kind of a special event, I guess, picture that shows something that's happened that's cool to you. But basically, that is it for the Tamagotchi for you. I really like it. I think it's quite fun to use. Although there are not a lot of character options, it is kind of fun to kind of make your character smart or give it different abilities to do things. So it's definitely a Tamagotchi that I really like and would recommend. But obviously it's not for everyone based on maybe the small amount of features. But as they say, if you have a phone that is compatible with the Tamagotchi for you, it makes it so much better, because then you can download all these different items and get all these different great characters. So I just want to thank you all for listening and for watching my video. Make sure you hit subscribe if you can, and I will be doing another video in the future on the different Tamagotchis I have. So this is bye-bye for now.